How many of you are confused about or not completely clear about what I mean when I say it's all about dropping the something? I am something. It's all about dropping this something or not picking up this something. And it becomes apparent when this I am remains empty of this something. The truth is so apparent. Is this clear to you? Because this is very, very direct and straightforward. Yeah? So this I, that is the primal witness that we spoke about, that is the unchanging. Now, what happens? What is suffering? What is, can you have suffering in your dreamless sleep? Can't have suffering in your dreamless sleep. So first, what needs to be there for you to suffer? Right. Before thought, can a thought come unless you are there? Yeah, I should be there, but I as now this consciousness, you must exist. So you cannot have a thought in your sleep state. You cannot have any phenomenal taste in your sleep state. In fact, it is the appearance of this sense that I exist, which is the basis for all of this. So let's call this I am. Okay? In the and don't worry if this has been your direct insight or not. For 2 minutes, just take my word for it. In the moment of your waking up, there is just I am. Before even time and space, it's just I am. Then all this play of time and space, all of this starts. Now, if this I am, existence, presence, consciousness, was just left as I am, would you suffer? Therefore, you must attach something. I am employee. I am mother. I am father. Something must be put in that box for you to suffer. Isn't it? Now, how does this something get put in the box? Right now, you are empty of something. Now, if you had to put it in the box, in the blank, then what would you have to do? Right now, you're in a safe environment. Try to pick up something. Can you do it without a thought arising? So first, a thought has to arise. Then there must be, just with the arising of the thought, is there something there? Okay? Because many thoughts, they come and go. All the time, thought can come. You see? But I am plays as something when it gives its yes to the thought. It gives its assent. It gives its belief to the thought. Yes, this is true about me. I am a good spiritual seeker. Suppose the thought came like that. If it was just coming and going, no truth value given, no assent given, nothing. It doesn't get attached. But the minute we latch onto it, as Guruji would say, log in. We log into it, then it becomes I am this way, good spiritual seeker, or bad spiritual seeker, something. You see? Now, if you attach to the concept I am a good spiritual seeker, and somebody tells you, Rama, it's not happening for you. What's happening? You're not a good spiritual. If you adapt, or somebody who is not in satsang, they're only interested in building a building or something like that. You say you're not a good spiritual seeker. I don't care. So it is these concepts that we have about ourselves that become the root of our suffering. So to be free from suffering, we come to this unassociated I am. What is the way to come to this unassociated I am? Two ways, which are usually prescribed on this path, which are self-inquiry or surrender. Surrender means what? Whatever that something offer might be coming from the mind, just let it go. Let go. Don't believe your next thought. Let go means it's my father's problem. It's Guruji's problem. Sadhguru's problem. Yes. So I am blank remains blank. Cannot suffer. In this emptiness of something, who are you is very apparent. You don't have but you don't have a concept for it. Now some say that it doesn't come naturally for me to surrender. I cannot just let things go. I have to make these things a thing. So these days I've been saying, my favorite teaching now today is don't make anything a thing. Which means like that, the same thing. Don't put something into that box. Some say that it's not natural for me to surrender. I say I'm more of the inquisitive type. I have to ask why, what's going on. So for them, it is prescribed that you better do the inquiry because the letting go doesn't seem to be easy. Then you inquire, you say, when the thought comes, I am not a good spiritual seeker. Then you ask yourself, who is the I which is not the seeker? Is the body the seeker? Is a thought a seeker? Is an emotion a seeker? Who is the seeker? Then you will see that it's a mythical notion, it's a mythical concept. It is not true. Therefore, then again, this something does not get attached to I am, and we remain empty of that. As long as we remain empty of that, then nothing, no matter what is happening, we cannot suffer in this play. For us to suffer, there must be a notion of limitation that we have picked up about ourselves. That's why most of spirituality, if not all, is about how to be empty of this something. That's why when I say remain open, don't take a position, don't give yourself a reference point, don't go with your mind's offer, don't believe your next thought, let go, forget about it. All of this means same thing. Don't give yourself that something position. Simple. So once this is understood, then all that we'll find is that some two, three main something still seem to be sticky. And they just come and the habit is to grab onto that. So when we come to satsang, you'll find naturally that that is getting lighter and lighter. And if they're really sticky, then we can really put them in the inquiry and say, who? Till that particular something becomes laughable, we can inquire into it. If we are not of the inquiring temperament, then we can just surrender it to the law, to Guruji. But either way, it is not something that you pick up as a notion about yourself. So then if both of these seem too alien, surrender or self-inquiry, then other paths are there. Practice something, chant a mantra, practice mindfulness, do meditation, do vipassana, do various other things to keep yourself empty of this something notion. But ultimately, at the end, all spirituality will come to this truth: I am. This Atma, this consciousness, empty of the notion of a limited Atma, Jiva, egoistic, individualistic idea, notion of yourself that I am something. And this is raw. No matter which path you follow, which practice you do, it is all about this. Now, that is what I've been saying, that even in spirituality, because our habit is to pick up something, then even the spiritual concepts we can pick up. So like we can hear in Satsang, I am awareness. So we can just pick it up as a concept and put it there. I am awareness. I have found the master key to life. I am awareness. So anyone says something, what would you like for lunch? I am awareness. That becomes the manifestation of the spiritual ego. So we remain empty of even spiritual concepts. We use all spiritual concepts just as thorns to remove other thorns. Okay? So in this way, whatever is the easy, actually this is the pathless path. Because you know the good news. The good news is that right now you are empty of that something. It's just that we got used to buying from the salesman who's been selling us fake goods for so long. But now we are learning how to say no. Not even no, just move on, move along. That's all that's happening. That is the meaning of when the Zen masters have said, let all thoughts come and go, don't serve them tea. Same thing. Don't pick up that something and attach it to yourself. I feel like this, in this very simple way, you can get to the root of it. The root of it. Otherwise, I know that many times the words of satsang can seem contradictory. You don't know this way or that way. All of satsang is basically an attempt. So if your something is of this type, then what you'll hear in satsang is the opposite type. So we can empty you of that something. If it is of the opposite type, then we have to say, if you're going too much right, right, left, 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 I'd say come right, right, right. If you're going too much right, 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 I'll say come left, 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 left. Okay? So the point of concepts is not that you will learn something. Actually, it is to unlearn everything. In satsang, the point of concepts is just that. That is why.